What's up, guys? This is Sharif Dyson with Splurge.com, SPLURJJ.com. And there's a story that's going around the web that when you're surfing the web, you may run across the story. Like I found this, I was actually talking to a friend a while ago, and I came across a story. They told me about this story first, and I didn't really believe them, so I had to educate myself. So I found on the Daily Telegraph, dailytelegraph.com.au, the story is called "Children Should Be Allowed to Decide Their Gender." All right, and that's where. Let me just tell you a little bit about the story, and then I'll get into my opinion, which is only opinion. I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, but just know these are only opinions. And that's all it is. So, the boy that's 8 years old. I guess he came to his mother and told his mother that he feels like he's trapped in the wrong body. And he wanted to be recognized as a girl at the age of 8. His mother agreed with it. They brought it to the school's attention. School principal allowed the child to race at the child's affirmed, gender, as a female, when he's actually, the child was born a boy. So this child is 8, like I said. The child is 8 years old. The child was born a boy, and the child says that they feel like they're trapped in the wrong body. So let's just get right into it. If we start allowing, and let me just tell you, in the story, they're saying, and this not in this story, so when you go check out the story, you'll read the story, but what they're saying, you'll find on some different stories throughout the web, is that they're not, what some parents want to do is not choose the child's gender when the child is, when they give birth. They want to allow that child to grow up and choose their own gender. Now, how fucking crazy is that? What the fuck are we doing if we're going to allow children? We're not going to choose our child's gender, even though we know this child has a penis or a vagina when they're born, and the doctor says it's a girl, it's a boy, or whatever the doctor says that the gender is. What is the doctor going to say during that time at birth? It's unknown. I mean, what are we doing? Thunder is thunder. We're fucking with nature, people. Thunder is thunder. The lightning is lightning. The day is the day. The night is the night. We cannot change daylight and call it nighttime and then call nighttime daylight. We cannot fuck with nature, and that's what we're doing. We're fucking with nature. We're fucking with nature. We are trying to change things, and now we're getting carried away. I understand that people are saying if somebody's gay, allow them to be gay. We can't question they're gay, or if they're lesbian, or whatever it is. Listen, I don't care what people do, but when we start fucking with nature, then I'm starting to care. I'm starting to care, like, okay, we're going to change it. Or the sun is not going to be called the sun anymore. We're going to call the sun the moon, and we're going to change them, call the moon the sun. Like, let's get back to reality, people. Let's live in the realm for once in our life. Let's realize, let's just tell the truth and talk about the truth. And this is my opinion, so I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, and I hope I don't. And if I do, I apologize right now. But what I want to say is that, first off, just like any other disease, I feel that homosexuality, whether you're a man or a female, that I feel that it's a disease, that it's a mental illness. This is my opinion. I feel that it's a mental illness that doctors need to start catering to and start seeing what we can do. Get this person some help. Because when you're young and you say, okay, I feel trapped in the wrong body, that is something that's in your brain that, chemicals are unbalanced. And just like somebody who has epilepsy, there's chemicals that are unbalanced, that things are not going on right. So you have seizures. There's no difference than homosexuality. So I feel that it's a disease. Now, we can call it whatever we want to call it, and you know, the world, society, people can call it whatever they want to call it, but we have to face the fact, and the fact is that we can't fuck with nature. That is something that we have to stay away from. That is something that we have to refrain from doing, changing nature, changing genders, saying that, you know, I don't want to be a man, I want to be a woman, and allowing kids, and we're not choosing their gender, even though the kid is born with a penis and he feels that he wants to be a girl. I mean, maybe, you know, maybe this child needs to see a therapist. Maybe he was around all girls and brought up around all women. I don't know what it is. And I'm not saying that it's not fucked up. I'm not going to say that it's not, you know, it's not sad that a person feels like that and they have to go through that and they feel trapped in the wrong body. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. You feel like you're not the person that you was born to be. I mean, that's a lot of people. I'm sure a lot of African Americans feel they were not the people that they were born to be. They wanted to be greater, but then we got pushed up against the wall and beat down years and years and years ago. Not to bring up that, but I'm just saying, we feel like we're not the people that we wanted to be because we feel that we could have been better off if we were treated fairly. But we cannot mess around with nature. We cannot. We can't go on confusing people and confusing others. So just like in this school, there were parents that were upset because they were saying that, okay, if this child is going to be able to raise this boy that was born a boy, and that is a boy in God's eyes, in the public's eyes, in the human's eyes, in my eyes, this is a boy. No matter what his mind thinks, he is a boy. And we have to teach him that he is a boy. And if a girl is born a girl and she feels like she is a boy, we have to teach that girl that she is a girl and teach her these things. Give her the therapy that she needs. Because I believe that homosexuality is a disease. We cannot screw around with nature because we're going to confuse more people than they already are confused. The world, as you all know, is changing. And if we continue to destroy what God created, then we will all be destroyed. We will no longer exist. The human race will be extinct. So I think we should all think about this. But people, leave me your comments. You tell me what you think. Again, it's Sharif Dyson with Splurge.com, SPLURJJ.com. Thank you.